Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Here on my channel, Her Mind Speaks, I am focused on us all becoming better versions of ourselves. Okay? So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Now let's get right into today's video. So mistakes. I want to talk about making mistakes, how to deal with making mistakes, how you get past it, and all of that shebang. Okay? Now, I know for me, I'll speak for me. I hate admitting to myself that I have made a mistake. I'll have a plan or have something I'm working towards, and I say, this is how I'm gonna do it, and this is how I'm gonna deal with it, and then I'm actually placed in the situation, and to heck with the plan. That's not how I deal with it. I don't know what I say I'm gonna do. I blow it all up before it even gets anywhere, and it's hard for me to sit in that and be at peace with myself. And this is why I don't judge anyone. This is why you never judge anyone. I try not to say, if it were me, I would do this or I would do this or whatever. Because listen, it's not you. It's not you. And if you were in the situation, you probably wouldn't have done what you said you would have done. Get it? So I want you to practice extending grace to others, and in that same way, extending grace to yourself. So here is the first way we are dealing with the mistakes that we have made in life. Number one, you need to admit that you made a mistake. Now listen, I recently made a mistake, and I am telling you, when I realized I made the mistake, I felt like I wanted to just curl up and cry some more, and cry again some more, and cry again some more. It was really hard. It was really hard for me to admit to myself that I had made a mistake, because I had this level of pride in my head that this thing built up that I would never do something, and the realization that I did what I said I wouldn't do was really hard for me to swallow. It was a hard, tough pill to swallow. And so the first way you can get over making a mistake is to admit that you make a mistake. You made a mistake. You're human. You make mistakes. That is why we are consistently and constantly working towards becoming better versions of ourselves. Hence the reason for my channel. Okay? Now, the second thing I want you to do once you've admitted to yourself, once you finally admit to yourself that you've made that mistake, I want you to accept that you made it and recognize that it is in the past. Now, acceptance is tough. The acceptance part of it was really hard for me, because I felt shame, I felt guilt, I was upset, I was hurt, I wanted to cry, I wanted to hurt someone, I wanted to scream. I was not okay, girl. I was not okay. I was just not okay. I was not okay. But at some point, I had to accept the fact that, listen, you made this mistake. You befriended someone you shouldn't have. Befriended someone you shouldn't have. You took that job and you shouldn't have. You said that and you shouldn't have said it. Okay? What you bought, you weren't supposed to buy it, and you know it. Where you went, you weren't supposed to go, and you know it. Matter of fact, you promised yourself yesterday that you were going to do that you did today, and you still did it. But you need to accept it. You need to accept that you did what you did or said what you said, and accept the fact that it's in the past and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Not a thing. Nothing at all. It's gone. Once you accept it, that's the only way you're going to move on. Now I want you to focus on what you can learn from it. What lesson did you learn while making this life-changing mistake? Are you a pushover? Are you a people pleaser? Are you too soft? Do you need to work on your boundaries some more? Do you need to work on saying no? What is it that you need to do? What did you learn? Is this person good for you? Are these friends good for you? Should you really be telling your business to that family member? Did you move to the right neighborhood? Did you accept the right job? Should you start looking for a new job? What did you learn from this situation? I'm telling you, there is a lesson in absolutely everything. You just need to find it. You just need to find it, because I truly believe that we make mistakes to learn lessons. And if you don't learn the lesson in the mistake, then you're going to repeat it, and you're going to be in the same place that you are in right now a few months later or a few years later. Because that's the same thing that happened to me. That is the same thing that happened to me. Now, here's how we're going to get over it. I need you to forgive yourself, and I need you to forgive those who hurt you. Forgiving others is easier for me than forgiving myself. I will say, you know what, I'm going to do it God's way. I'm going to try and forgive and just move on, because truly forgiveness is for you. There's a dog in the back. I don't know if you can hear him, but there's a dog screeching in the back. But forgiveness is truly for you. It's not just for the other person. It's really for you. But I find that forgiving another person for hurting me is way easier than forgiving myself. And so I've really worked at forgiving myself. I'm a lot better at it right now. And I need you to forgive yourself. The grace of God is there so that we can fall and find the strength to get up and go again. Get up and go again, sis. One mistake does not equate the entirety of your life. It may have made a big change or caused a lot of things to change, but guess what? It was one mistake. And as long as you are alive, you have an opportunity to make things better, or to make better choices. Lean on God and ask Him to give you the strength to forgive whoever hurt you, and to give you the grace and wisdom to forgive yourself. Because when you pray for wisdom, trust me, y'all, you get wisdom. The Bible says that whoever asks for wisdom from the Lord, whoever lacks wisdom, he should ask, and the Lord will give him freely. It says so in James or somewhere. I'll leave the scripture on the screen. But you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself and forgive those who hurt you, so that you're able to move on. This will be hard, so don't beat yourself up if you're not there in a day or two. Because I need you to truly, in that accepting that you made that mistake, all the feelings that you're going to feel, the guilt, the shame, the regret, the hurt, all the pain, I need you to truly sit and wallow in it. Sit and feel it. Cry if you need to cry. Pray if you need to pray. Get it out. Do not leave. And don't be like me talking about I'm too grown to cry over this, or I'm not crying over this. This is silly. You need to cry if you need to cry. If you want to be alone for a little while, take some time. Feel the feels. Feel all the feels that come with it. But once you've accepted it, I need you to let it go. Forgive yourself and let it go. And then the last thing I want you to do, after you've done all those things, after you've admitted that you've made the mistake, after you've accepted that you've made the mistake and felt all the feels that come with making that mistake, and you thought about what you learned from it and how you can use what you learned from that situation to better your interactions with others, using your next job, whatever, using your next business, I don't know. Whatever you've learned from that mistake you made, and after you've forgiven yourself, because forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others is very important, and that's the main thing I think that will unlock the door to your true healing. After you've done all those things, those 4 or 5 steps that I just named, I want you to distance yourself from the mistake. Create distance between yourself and the mistake. If it was a person, I need you to talk it out if you need to, but ask for your space. If it's not a situation where you can talk it out, I need you to block, unfriend, unfollow, whatever. And you're not doing this with hurt or hatred in your heart. You're doing this so that you can heal and move on. Move away from the mistake. If you realize that this person is a bad friend, I need you to, if you can communicate with the person, say, hey, listen, I don't hate you. There's no hard feelings, but I do not see this friendship going further than it is right now. This is where it ends, and I'm doing this for me, and I want you to respect that. No hard feelings, but we can't be friends. This relationship is no longer working for me. I need to go. I don't want you to live with me anymore. I need you to go. I don't want to work here anymore. I need to go. I need you to distance yourself from that mistake that you made. If you keep holding on to it, knowing you're making a mistake, if you get hurt again, sweetie, that's on you. I'm sorry. I am not going to cuddle you. I love you guys. I love you so much. But I have to tell you the things that I tell myself. If you continue to hold on to something that you know is bad for you and it hurts you, at some point, you gotta realize that it is on you. It really is. So if you realize that you make a mistake, if you realize that you made a mistake, you need to let go of that mistake. Create a distance. So, admit it, accept it, look at what you learned from it, and forgive yourself and other persons for hurting you or whatever the situation was. Forgiveness is key. And then create some distance between what happened and who you are now in this moment. Don't forget to give yourself some grace. I love you, and I will catch you in the next video. Don't forget to like the video, guys. It helps with the algorithm. YouTube is very tricky. The algorithm is very picky. So if you like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you hate the video, leave a thumbs down. It all helps. Bye. Love you.